What's going on, guys? This is Chris with 3D Print Spheres, and basically, guys, like I was explaining in one of the articles that I wrote, one of the great ways that you can go ahead and help support your print farm is by doing things like DoorDash. As you can see, I've got my DoorDash app open, and a couple of different things I want to share with you. One of the first and foremost is that since it's up there, if you see those little hot icons, those show you where things or have been busy, and that's one of the things you want to keep an eye out on and take a look for. It's very important because that way you get yourself into regions where stuff happens and works, and you can make a pretty fair amount of money on. Another thing to keep in mind is also figuring out where there are some sweet spots for you. You want to find some spots that will enable you to have a good selection of restaurants close by, and ones that have good rates as well. Usually a couple of moderately expensive restaurants, and then you can kind of get in and finance things through using other apps, and I'm sorry, you can fill those in with the orders from the smaller restaurants and the fast food places that are quality orders. Once you've gotten over to your 100 deliveries, that puts you on the peak list, or essentially it opens it up to where you are towards the top of the dashers for the higher paid orders, and so that also helps make things a little bit easier. It also gives you the opportunity to decline more. I was watching online the other day, one of the other guys that are very successful on dashing gives the advice of decline anything that doesn't give you a quality delivery, and I completely agree with that. I started following his directions and was able to get a $200 day. Took a lot, but I got it. So, and that's not small chump change, so that's worthwhile. I've been sitting here hoping that something can pop up so that I can show you guys what I look for, but we'll just have to hit a pause button here and wait a little bit, and hopefully we'll get an order come in. Alrighty, guys, so like what I was describing, so if you take a look at this one, and I've only got 30 seconds to accept it, but you've looked down, you're guaranteed for the order is $5.50. It's a 4.8 mile trip. For me, anything that is more than $1 plus, I usually try to take it. So I'm going to hit accept, and I am off and running on my dash. Alright, guys, so also I'm hoping you can hear it in the background. One of the things I've started to do is turn my radio onto AM, and because basically I drive a Dodge Grand Caravan, one of the things that it does when you use the Bluetooth connection, you've got to change it every time. And if you've got your radio station set onto an actual radio station, one of the things that you'll do is find that you don't get your GPS directions because of the fact that, guess what, you just hopped in, forgot to reset it to where you hit your media, and that kind of stiffs you puts you between a rock and a hard place. So if you put it on AM, that'll remind you to go ahead and
you.